guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julianne, but more commonly known here on YouTube and on Instagram as Financially Free with Jules. So today I'm going to go over sinking funds. What are they, and what are my 11 sinking funds that I have for 2020? So let's get started. Okay guys, so a sinking fund is anything, a known expense that you know of that's going to be coming up, and you put money aside for it knowing that that expense is going to be coming up. For example, Christmas. We know Christmas is on December 25th every year, and so you can figure out how many paychecks are between now and Christmas. So in my case, there's 12 months until Christmas, and I get paid twice a month. So 12 times 2 is going to be 24 paychecks between now and Christmas. So if I have a budget of, say, $1,200 a year for Christmas, because I've figured out who I need to buy for, and I take the $1,200 and divide it by 24 paychecks, that would mean out of each paycheck, I would need to put $50 aside each paycheck in order to max out my sinking fund, my Christmas sinking fund, so that I have the $1,200 available when Christmas comes around. This prevents me from having to put that money onto a credit card or go farther into debt, and it just ensures that I have the funds available when I need them. So let's get into my sinking funds. I have 11 sinking funds. They go motorcycle insurance. I pay this yearly. I do have these kind of fancy envelopes that I found here at basically a Korean dollar store. And my motorcycle fund for my motorcycle insurance is $300 a year. The next payment is due a year from now. So $300 divided by 24 paychecks. And then that's how much monthly will be, or not monthly, paycheck will go into this envelope. That way, when the insurance comes around, I just pull out this handy dandy envelope and pay for it. Next is going to be clothing. Clothing, I allocate $1,000 a year for. That might seem like a lot to some people, but with me being military, I often have to move a lot. So the seasonal changing of clothes, sometimes I have to buy jackets or boots or things like that. So $1,000. So $1,000 a year for clothing, and that divided monthly would be $84 a month I'm going to be putting into this envelope. Work in uniform. So as I mentioned, I do wear a uniform. I'm projected to rank up to my next rank in June, July timeframe. So I'll have to adjust my uniforms to that rank, which costs money. And if I wear out any of my uniforms or my boots, I will need to replace them out of pocket. So this one is gonna get $300 in it, which is $50 a month. Next is going to be renter's insurance. Renter's insurance, if you don't have it, I highly suggest it. It's very inexpensive, but it covers a lot. When I had to be out of my apartment due to a leak between my sink to my dishwasher a couple of years ago, I was only paying, I think, $12 a month or something at the time for renter's insurance, but that leak ruined not only everything in my apartment, that was in my family room, my dining room, in my kitchen, but it also ruined the person below me's stuff in their apartment as well, because it leaked through the floor while I was gone. And thankfully my renter's insurance put me up in a hotel while they repaired it, and I was able to get a check to pay off the difference, or I'm sorry, I was able to get a check sent to me to pay for the furniture so I could replace that furniture. So if you don't have it, I highly suggest it, especially if you rent. I have $300 a year going into this fund. I have to make the next payment on it in 5 months, which means I have to put $60 aside every month for the next 5 months so that I have it available. Now my renter's insurance will probably be less than $300 for a year, but I'm overestimating this, and anything extra will just go into savings. Next is going to be my Korean car insurance. I do have a beater car here in Korea, and I am here for another 5 months or so. So I will have to pay $75. It's due in 5 months, which is $15 a month. Not too shabby. It is full coverage here. I wish US car insurance prices were this cheap. I also have US car insurance, and even though my car is currently in storage along with my husband's car, I still have to pay full coverage on it because they do have Hawaii license plates on them, which is just a requirement. It's a state law. But when I do pull the cars out, I will be able to get 70% of what I've been paying on the cars back, which will be nice. But when I do get back in 6 months, my car insurance is paid for the next 6 months. I will owe for the next 6 months. And my estimated cost for 6 months of car insurance on 2 new vehicles or newer vehicles is $1,300. Hopefully that goes down a little bit, but that's what's going to be going into this envelope, meaning every month I have to put $260 aside for car insurance. That hurts, so I got to figure out a way to get this one lower. So next is going to be my Christmas fund. So this is just the end of December right now that I'm filming this. So my goal is to have $1,000 put it in this envelope by next Christmas, which is $84 a month for me. And that will ensure that both Black Friday and Christmas, I don't have to pull out a credit card or go into debt. Winning. So next is car repairs. I am allocating $1,200 a year for car repairs or $100 a month. That might be overkill, but we'll adjust it as needed. I did mention I do have 2 cars. I have both an SUV, that's mine, and a mid-size sedan, that's my husband's. So we will see if I need it. I do think that part of this fund is going to be for a remote starter because I am headed up to cold Washington State, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to want an auto starter in my car, which I think is going to cost me about $400. But this fund will be used for that, and I won't have to, again, go into debt. Next is going to be a birthday fund, sinking fund. I'm going to put $600 a year, $50 a month into this fund. This will cover my parents, some of my friends, a small birthday gift for myself because I think it's important that we take care of ourselves. And it also will include like things like birthday dinners, etc. So, birthday fund. Travel fund. This is probably my favorite one to contribute to because I actually get to reap the benefits of it. Travel fund, I'm looking at putting $400 a month or $5,200 a year into this, which sounds crazy. But in the next couple months, I'm going to be traveling to the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand before I leave Korea. So all of this money will pretty much be used on those trips, which is a-okay in my book because I would rather spend my money on memories and experiences versus materialistic things, and I'll do, I'm sure, another video on that in the near future. But traveling is like my spirit animal, and I really truly enjoy traveling, and just makes me feel so much calmer and peaceful. So traveling is not going to get cut out of my budget, and it is a big chunk of my budget. So, and lastly is going to be my Roth IRA sinking fund, which for the year, or for last year, 2019, the max on it for a single person was $6,000. However, for 2020, it has increased to $6,500. So a little over $500 a month will go into this fund. It won't stay in this envelope. I will automatically transfer it to my investment account after every couple of months. But right now, I do not have this allocated 100% because I do have a TSP account and a Roth IRA through my work that I contribute a percentage of my money to. And so what I'll look at is every month what my shortfall is on that end, and then I'll just take the extras from my envelopes and any additional income I make from Poshmark, eBay, Uber driving, Turoing out cars, whatever additional income I make, Rover, things like that. I do a lot of different random side hustles to make additional money, and that will get put into this. So that's a total of 11 sinking funds. They're all in different awesome color-coded envelopes that I will be using in 2020. I forgot to mention how much my sinking fund is in my overall budget. So my total net income is $3,235 a month. I use 1,171 of those dollars for my fixed expenses. I use an additional $900 for variable expenses, such as food, gas, fun, groceries, things like that, beauty. And then my sinking fund allocation monthly is $1,164, which equals me out. It balances me out, leaving 100% of my money accounted for. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please drop them below. I do respond to comments. If you have any suggestions for further videos or future videos, please also leave those below. I would be happy to answer those questions. All right, bye guys, thanks for watching.